Hi friends, we did it. It's happening. I published a new sewing pattern. That was a lot of hype in my ninja pose right here, but I'm just so excited to be on your little screen right now telling you about my new sanctuary sewing pattern. It is for this awesome flowy jumpsuit that is such a dream to make and wear. This is a design that I came up with a whole entire year ago, and I started selling it in my made-to-measure shop. It was such a little puzzle to kind of design and put together because I wanted really, really big flowy pant legs. Like I basically wanted it to feel like a dress, but as pants, because I don't know, there's something like powerful about pants, and sometimes pants are just like a statement, you know? And I also kind of like that security around my crotch, you know, having a little extra oomph in there. So these pants, let me tell you, each pant leg has 6 panels. So there's a good amount of seams on there. Yeah, I think we do like 12 seams total on the pants. And that just makes them super flowy and gives you a lot of opportunities. You could add embellishments along the seam lines. You could also do color blocking. So each of the pant panels could be a different color fabric. They could even be different texture. Maybe you do one of the panels sheer. I don't know how risque you're feeling, but there's so much opportunity for customization on this pattern. I think you're going to fall in love with that part of it because you can really dress it up or dress it down. I think I gotta stop squatting. My thighs can't handle this. I made the pattern, of course, so there are lots of different variations to it. You could either do the floor length pant leg, and I think that's a little bit more formal, flowy. I would wear that probably as like a wedding guest or to a more like fancy event maybe, or not, just wear it wherever you want. But that long leg is big epic drama. But if you want to do more of just like a cutesy Saturday afternoon, I'm bopping around, you could also do this with a pant hemline that falls a little bit above the knee. I have that outlined for you as well on the pattern, where to cut for that. Some of my pattern testers already did that and it looked super cute. I think either length is a home run. You could also honestly make the floor length version for like a more formal event you have coming up. And then if you want to repurpose this garment later and you want it to be the short version, you just can cut off the pant legs at the length you want and rehem it, and now you have a whole new garment that you sort of refreshed and maybe repurposed. So those are all awesome aspects of the pant part of this, but it's got a lot rocking on the bodice part as well. We've got a V neckline, and a nice aspect of this flowy look is that we've got a dolman sleeve. So a dolman sleeve just means that our bodice and our sleeve are all one pattern piece. There's no shoulder seam line here. And that, first of all, makes it really fun and easy to sew, because I kind of hate sewing sleeves, if we're being honest. And it also gives us this extra like roominess and kind of like flow and drape in the bodice that I think is really, I don't know, just like fun and groovy, you know? And then on our sleeves, you can do ruffle sleeve, or basically without the ruffle, you can just do a regular short sleeve. The elastic waistband makes it super easy to breathe and dance in and get on and off your body. I think that's something with more formal wear. You traditionally have like harsh, clunky zippers. I talked about that in my previous videos about making more sensory sensitive clothes, and having this nice soft elastic waistband is part of getting that more sensory bliss experience. On our back, we've got like an overlapping back flap back here that fastens at a button up at the neck. That makes it super easy to get on and off, and again, no harsh zippers, which is what I was really trying to avoid on this real cozy, comfy version of formal wear. If you want to see me actually going through the process of designing and making samples and trials and trial and error of this jumpsuit, I have another video actually I posted last year when I was designing it the first time. You can find one of my older videos where I go through just like all the iterations it took me to get to where this jumpsuit is today. So that might be kind of fun if you want to look at some behind the scenes of how it was born into the world. This is like my 7th, I think, sewing pattern that I'm launching. If you've been following me for a little bit here, then you'll know that like 6 months ago, I finally started offering all of my patterns, not only as just PDF sewing patterns, but also as printed sewing patterns and a full sewing kit. And I also offer sewing workshops with the full like video tutorial walkthrough that you can add on to your purchase just to smooth out everything, make it that much easier for you to follow along. I really do work super hard to try and make my patterns a fun experience and a good design. So like, of course, from the core, from the start, I'm trying to make sure that this fits really well and looks good and flows with your body and fit, all the technicalities. But I also spend a lot of time thinking about, are my instructions easy to read? Are the video tutorials clear? Is the process of even receiving all of these files, is that easy? Like the entire process from start to finish, I promise you, I'm thinking so much about it. If you haven't gotten one of my patterns before, I put a lot of heart into them. They aren't just like a technical sheet like slapped into a PDF. So I hope that shows through all of my heart and my love for making a beautifully designed, fun thing in the world. I hope that shows through, and I hope you get a little bit of a taste of it. And if you're watching this video in the first like 2-ish weeks of the pattern coming out, then you're a lucky son of a gun. You can get the pattern in PDF, print, or a full-blown sewing kit at the discounted launch price. So head over to my website if you're thinking about getting this. You'll probably want to jump on it early, get it in your arsenal of sewing patterns so that you get it at that lower price. And if you're asking, Leah, what do I get? The Pattern Essentials version, the Pattern Pro version, and the Ultimate Sewing Kit. They're all packed with good stuff, so there's really no wrong answer. You just want to find the one that's right for you in your sewing practice today. The sewing pattern was made with woven fabrics in mind, so like a non-stretch linen or cotton or some sort of blend, some sort of natural fiber. I think silks would be cool. I think corduroy might be a little bit heavy. Any non-stretch fabric that tickles your fancy, really. And as far as sizing, I've got the pattern graded into 10 different sizes, and you can find the size chart and the finished garment measurements over on the pattern's sales page. Don't forget that I also pack all of my patterns with lots of resources. You'll always get the height adjustment calculator for free, so you know exactly how much to add or subtract to each pattern piece so that it fits you proportionally. And I also add in a pattern notes worksheet so you can really stay organized on what you did the first time you made it, so that when you go to make it again, you don't have to reinvent the wheel and start from scratch. And I also include a sewing prep checklist that helps you sort of break down the prep work for the project into real nice and simple categorized task lists. For all my newbies or non-native English speakers, I've also got a sewing terms glossary in there as well that can help you with any tricky terms. And a huge thanks to all of my pattern testers who really went through the weeds with me on this one and made some absolutely stunning garments while providing me with so much useful feedback so that I could provide you all with a more perfected fit and better instructions, better illustrations, a much more smooth sailing sewing experience. Yes! Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited that this is out into the world. You've all been asking for this one for a while, so I think it's gonna be a hit. I think you're gonna love it. I can't wait to see pictures of what you make. You're gonna rock it. You're gonna do beautiful stuff, and you're gonna do beautiful stuff while you're wearing this jumpsuit. You're gonna have a blast. You're gonna have so many good adventures. All right, I'm rambling. I am so grateful for all of you who have been so supportive as I put together these sewing patterns and given me even really good ideas down in the comments section of what to add to them, what embellishments, what design features, and ultimately, just for anyone who supports my sewing pattern shop, I say thank you so, so much. If you have any questions at all about the new sanctuary pattern or what's included, or you need a little bit of help along the way, you can always email me. My email is down in the description below. And I can't wait to create something special with you. It's going to be so fun. All right. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and I also already have a video on YouTube that's the whole behind the scenes of my photo shoot for this jumpsuit. It was really fun. We did it at Valley Forge. My boyfriend took the pictures. I don't know. It's just fun if you want to hang out with me and see even more behind the scenes.